Hi everybody, it's Debbie. Welcome. You're at your home, your happy place if you're new here. And if you're not new, you know I love seeing you guys. Missed you. It's been a hectic 3 months so far. Yes, May started with my husband's injury, and the nice report is he's out of all contraptions on his leg now. He is doing physical therapy twice a week, and as of today, he started driving again. Now, I don't know how much he can drive, but he drove himself to physical therapy. So it took like a load off of me, taking him to his haircuts, his doctor's appointments, his physical therapy, and I don't even know what else, his banking, whatever else he would have done on his own was put on me. And he's pretty much back to being able to do a lot of things around the house that I had taken over. But in the midst of all that, we still entertained. And our last summer guests just left yesterday, and I'm still really worn out, but I knew that I could come today and get you a video, and I'm so glad to be here to finish up the kitchen. So maybe you guys have already moved on to fall, I don't know, but this is my most favorite time of year, and I feel like the color story that I have going on, it's just, well, it's what I'm wearing, and it just makes me so happy. I want to share it. Can you move this color into fall? Absolutely. You can toss in orange. It looks beautiful. It's the complementary color of blue, and you could go with any shade of blue, and it'll work. And then green is a year-round color. So it's easy to take whatever I'm doing here and deepen it or add some fall bronzies or oranges and stuff with it, and you'll get a really beautiful, cozy fall look. But if you're with me and you still want to live August in summer, well, let's get started. Okay, we're in our eat-in area, maybe called a breakfast room. Really don't care what you call it, but it's off the kitchen between. Honestly, I never even thought about it till this minute. You walk into our house, the front doors are exactly opposite of me, and you see my kitchen table. That is another reason probably why I like to have it set, because it is something that you see as soon as you walk into my house. But for the summer, I don't usually have it. If I've got people over, I only usually keep a runner and maybe whatever table centerpiece I would have. That way it's easy for people to pop plates down and things like that. But I had this one out probably in spring, turned like this, and I saw it in there and I thought, you know what? I love it. Gingham is so summer, and I just think it's so cute. It's quilted. This was, I really don't know where it was from, but if it was from Amazon, I'll link it. If not, it was probably Home Goods. These chenille placemats I got at Home Goods this year, and a friend of mine, Debbie, thank you so much, Debbie, brought me some more so I could use them outside, and I'd have 12. They were from Home Goods, but I found them on Amazon, so I can link them below. And before I go any further, I'm going to just do the little centerpiece. It was so simple, so you know what my table looked like when we would have company. If you remember, I was popping in just a splash of yellow in the kitchen every now and then so that it would provide a little contrast, because these are both kind of cool colors and they needed a little something warm to cause just a little contrast. And I think, you can see it right there. It just pops suddenly. I got these beautiful, I love the color, candles from Walmart. So minus the placemats. That was what my table looked like, just the flowers, candles, and placemat. And then sometimes I would just stack a group of plates or something here so people could grab them, especially, I mean, we ate outside a lot. I'm using one of my favorite wooden chargers. I believe they were from Pier 1. Hard to find any quite this nice anymore. Well, maybe if you spend a lot of money. I just love, I mean, they just, the cuttings and the carvings on these are so pretty. And they're chippy and distressed, and I love that. It just says summer, it says casual. It's like come as you are, and you're a welcome guest. Last year, Hobby Lobby had some of the most beautiful options for dishes. I did not see the same, you know, things that I was moved to buy this year. Not that I needed any more, but I loved these so much last year that I bought them in green and white as well. And they're a little deeper color, and it's really hard to notice, but they are scalloped. When you see the pattern, it kind of disappears, but they really are scalloped. That makes them very interesting on the chargers. And that darker, almost navy, not quite, well, maybe it is navy, would have worked well for 4th of July. But the reason I chose it were these plates, because you know I love coastal. Look at the scallops. They're more than scallops here because the plate itself is fluted. And oh, these were Kirkland's. Okay. So I must have got these last year at Kirkland's. Kirkland's does have a lot of really pretty plates. I got some for summer this year that you never saw, but you'll see them next year. I never used them, but they are for outside. So it's looking a lot blues, and I'm going to bring in the green through some plastic cups. Home Goods. And bringing in coastal with, I have so many different coastal napkin rings. These are so beautiful. Again, they were Pier 1 years ago. And then I've shown these, they're in the kitchen, so I'm kind of repeating a pattern, but it's actually the same napkins. I got these at Walmart this year, online. They're not in the store. And I'm simply doing like an accordion fold on these. And then it's kind of stays stiff like that, and they'll stand up. So that's great. And I'll finish it off with this flatware. It was Pottery Barn years ago. It's just great, and the colors are perfect. I love, again, to me, this little detail, it just looks very purposefully casual. So a reminder of what we've already done in the kitchen. And then I'm just going to show you what else I did do. Oh, I'll tell you what was so funny this past week. Had my lemons and all this sitting here. My son asked about a pitcher and stuff. And before I know it, he was making homemade lemonade. And he went upstairs to take a nap, and I was cleaning up and I saw this and I said, next time I ran into him, I'm like, is that why you did you see this open and make homemade lemonade? And he goes, no. I mean, he's standing this close to it. He goes, no, I just saw the lemons and I decided to Google it because you didn't have any juice. And so he made homemade lemonade. It was very good, not that recipe at all. But I just thought that was hilarious, and so did he. So everything over here is still the same. And then what we didn't do was the rest of the counter, kitchen island, and my decorating areas. So this is what we did for the coffee bar area. Well, sort of. I'll tell you that a little bit more about it. But so these are my Fritz and Floyd part of a spring set I have, and I just love the color blue. So that's what we had for coffee cups. This looks just like the utensil holder. Same color blue, and it's got a pattern on it. I forget what it is. I just turned it away. Oh, it just says bake on it. So I really don't even understand what that means. If you just put sugar in it or something. But I have creamers in it. And then I have a set, I think I've shown you them before. They're graduated set of vases or pots, planters that I got at Walmart. I think they were Walmart. They could be Amazon, but I always link them. So there's 3 of them. And so these were perfect for, holding my little spoons for the coffee or tea. Right now, I just got rid of a whole lot of food. So we've had cookies in there or little biscuits or something that someone has made, and then always have my coffee press out here because that's what I like to drink, and usually when people are here they enjoy it. I used this so many times. I tell you, so I put things out decoratively, but I also put it there so it's easy access. So we did corn on the cob off the grill. This is nice and sturdy, and so it held it. I don't know what else I used it for, but a lot of things. Now, this is new for me this year. Originally, I had candy on here, and I don't really need that out there right now, but I turned it into a little breakfast bar area. So I couldn't even keep the cinnamon raisin bagels stocked in here because people were grabbing those constantly throughout the day. They loved them so much. My husband loves yogurt with granola. This is high protein granola. And then since we were having grands here, I thought it would be easy to stick some cereal that they could get and some plates and bowls. And so it's all easy access. I mean, they know where the eggs and bacon are and stuff like that, but this is that quick minute that you could just grab something and make something for yourself. And my pop of yellow over here were the tulips. And I just threw away some cakes that I just feel like we just overindulged. And so we were done. And then as far as these go, I didn't get really into them because you can still see I've got some pink there. So this was mostly going to be, I guess, just green. I didn't make a plan. And this one I started, but I never got done. So you can see the blue there, the blue up there, but time got away from me. And up here, I had some really good ideas later on after I went digging around downstairs in my loot. But this is the same plate, just a larger size, I think, than the one that I have over here at the sink. So I just happen to have 2 of those. And then on the ends, I just did some hydrangeas, and it's matching on each end. And this side was pretty much just a little bit of yellow in that. So not anything spectacular, but it's all functional. I have this gorgeous oyster shell bowl. I've done pasta salads in it before. I probably have used it with shells and, balls and things in it before as well. Something else that I got new this year was this little coffee machine, and it's quite different. Everybody that comes to visit us loves coffee. So I don't know if I could do this with one hand. There we go. So these little cartridges come out. My brother was really into the Dolce Gustos, but it does like, I don't know how many different, let's see here. So this one is for ground coffee. That one is for Nespressos. They're smaller. This is the Dolce, and this is for your Keurigs. And that's all you do, and you fill the water up in the back. It comes on instantly. And so I have a seashell bowl containing tons of all my different little coffees here. So it was fun. I've also put out my picnic books. That's leaning more towards fall, and then some of my summer cookbooks that I enjoy. Nothing else much fancy here. I mean, we like to make a lot of island type food in the summer, especially Hawaiian chicken kebabs. So, and then my husband makes pina coladas for people at the pool. So we always have some pineapples on hand. And then I have my canisters, which I think they have cookies in them. All of them have cookies in them. And then I just left this out because I figured we'd be doing some chips and dips. Truth is, we never used this at all. We had enough regular food that we didn't need snack food on top of it. And then up on top, I didn't change a lot out from spring. I don't know if I had the flowers up there or not. Let me get this higher for you. I know the picture was the same. What I did change probably was I added the shell bowl there, and it's not a shell bowl there, but it's, it's just another white piece. I kept that green piece, added a small picnic basket, and then the sweet tea served here. And it just was simple, clean, has my blue and my green. And that is the whole kitchen. Oh, I didn't show the very last part here. So we always, this is part of my life. I have this green in here all the time. I love this green. And so I happen to have enough of this to go ahead and do exactly what I did on the table. And so that's what we did. And let me back up and show you the whole kitchen. I am so out of practice, you guys. This is like, I don't know, take 10 of just trying to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed today's video and it was fun for you. You got some inspiration. I will link things I can below. I appreciate it so much when you shop my Amazon or my Walmart, whatever it is. And speaking of that, I am updating. I have fall shops already in my Amazon storefront, but I am updating them for a fresh look for 2026. So be sure to check that out. And then I'm going to start linking. I always have my Pinterest linked somewhere, but for all the other stores that are not Amazon, I make shoppable links on Pinterest. And so I'm going to start telling you more about those. Maybe for this particular video, I will make a shoppable link that has some of these items in it. And I know it's probably too late. You're not interested in buying summer right now, but some of these things are, what do we call them? Evergreen. I mean, a blue placemat, or I don't know. I'm not going to go into whatever it is, but you know what evergreen means. So it's not always seasonal. And what else? I hope to be bringing you a minimum of 1 video per week, but hoping to get back to 2. I don't have a day. It's just going to be when I can fit it in, because things still are hectic around here, but they are going to get back to normal when everybody goes back to school. So until I see you next time, you guys, take care, God bless, and bye.